Hi, everyone. Jacqueline Kuhn here with JacquelineKuhn.com, powered by angels. I am here to bring you a quick update as Mercury transited into Taurus a couple of days ago while I was on holiday. And I'm going to do something a little different. I usually set an intention before I record the videos, but I was prompted by a download to start opening my videos with an intention. So we will be calling in Archangel Michael to protect myself and all of those who are watching this video, protect us against any lower energy and all evil. Archangel Raphael, heal us from anything that's blocking us from receiving the messages, whether it be physical, emotional, or spiritual. And Archangel Shamuel, you are the topic of today's video, so please be with us. And our intention is that you help us understand how we can best take advantage of the energy of Mercury and Taurus with you by our side. With that, let's talk a little bit about about what's going on with the archangels and the planets. For those of you who are newer, this is the list of the 15 archangels that I teach about, I practice, and I pray to from a personal perspective, and I have been told through downloads that these are the best way to pair each archangel with a zodiac sign. All but three, Michael, Raphael, and Haniel, stand on their own. Michael, our divine protector, Raphael, our divine healer, Haniel, divine intuition. Everyone else is tied to a zodiac sign. Now, just because they're tied to a sign does not mean that they can't be used for other things. For example, Gabriel is tied to the sign Cancer, but his superpower is communication. So when Mercury is in play, we may want to call on Gabriel if we want clearer communications, whether it's speaking or hearing things more clearly. While Sandalphon is the archangel for Pisces, he is also the archangel that sends our prayers express up to God's source. So if you're ever wanting that additional help, even though it may not be Pisces season, you can call on Sandalphon. And then Jophiel, who is the archangel for Libra, she's all about beautifying your place, your thoughts, your mind. And so if you're in the dumps, if you're feeling depressed, or even if you just have a project to spiff up your house, you might want to ask Archangel Jophiel to be by your side to help make sure that it all goes well. So that's how we work with the archangels. Today, we're just going to focus on Shamuel because he is the archangel for Taurus, and he can help with this Taurus Mercury energy, the best of the 15 archangels that we talk about. So as we can see, we are in Taurus season with the sun. Mercury has moved into Taurus. Venus has bypassed Taurus and is already in Gemini. Mars is going to be moving into Taurus shortly. And we know that a couple of the other planets are moving, and we've got one going into retrograde, and we'll be talking about that on a separate video posted a little later this week. Today, when I'm recording this, the moon is in Capricorn. So they're kind of all over the place, right? And the inner planets do move more quickly than the outer planets, right? Pluto will be in Aquarius for a while, Neptune, Aries, Uranus just moved into Gemini and is going to be sitting there for a while. And speaking of Uranus and Gemini, this Saturday, May 9th, I have a workshop, a Uranus and Gemini workshop, to help you understand how best to work with this energy based on your charts. It's a 90-minute workshop. I'm going to post the link to it in the comments so that if you are interested to sign up. If you cannot make it live, a video recording will be provided, so you could, along with the workbook we're going to be using, so you can always catch up afterwards if you aren't available for the live session. So Mercury is very fast moving. It spends about 2 to 3 weeks in each sign when it's not retrograde. Um, and it represents the mind. And so it's a very fast-moving planet. So depending on what sign it's in and what house it's in is really going to impact how you think. And so if you often feel like 2 months ago your thoughts were one way and now they're a different way, yeah, that's the influence of this energy of where it was a couple of months ago. Mercury was in Pisces. Pisces is very ethereal, very what if, very imaginative, where Taurus is a little more of flexibility, right? It's grounding, it's reality. Taurian themes also are around resources and finances. So this is a good time to maximize your resources, look at your finances, and identify what talents you have in relation to their ability to generate abundance and focus on those, right? This is a real good transit for realizing abundance and using your talents to bring that abundance into your life. The other thing with Taurus is slow moving, right? Taurus is plotting, it's deliberate. And so your thoughts may have slowed down a bit, but they're more determined. Your thoughts are more of, I'm gonna get this done, I will make this happen. They're not like super fast like Aries, they're not like super dreamy like Pisces. This is what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna kind of make my way through them, and I'm determined to get them done. Now, because it's also in the seventh house at the moment, this is also going to relate to partnerships of all types. So you might want to take some time to think about your partnerships and ask yourself, are your partnerships helping you maximize your resources, or are they draining them? Do you have any partnerships, whether it be personal or business, that are just not serving you? Now is a really good time to take a look at them and see whether or not they're still in a good place. Not that you necessarily need to, break ties with them, but it might be time for some renegotiation if they're not working to your benefit the way you want them to. So this is Mercury and Taurus, again, very grounding, very reality based, focusing on resource and finances, and a real good time for making sure you are thinking about and attracting the abundance that you're hoping to achieve. Now, Archangel Shamuel is the archangel for Taurus in general, but specifically when it comes to Mercury, he will soften some of the coldness. Mercury can be blunt, Mercury can be exacting. And what Archangel Shamuel does is he kind of comes in and says, okay, before we just speak, before we just act, let's take a step back and make sure that we add some emotional intelligence to this, that we are being kind and clear and compassionate in our firmness, right? That we're not being irrational or shouting or yelling or something like that. He also helps you infuse your conversations with sincerity and warmth. Even those difficult conversations that you might need to have, he's really good at making sure that you're doing so in a way that's hopeful to both parties, so that you don't feel that those difficult conversations you're having are damaging the other person. You want to enlighten them, not damage them, right? You want to bring to bear what is going on in a safe, kind of emotionally safe kind of place. He can also help you prioritize sort of what aligns with your heart. And so Mercury wants you to do things that are logical or familiar, right? Comfortable. But Shamuel is going to say, well, that's great, but let's really make sure we're doing what your soul and heart is looking to accomplish, what's best for you. Logical things and familiar things may be easier to deal with, and he'll make sure that you prioritize those things that are better for you overall. He can bring harmony and patience. He's great for negotiations. He is an incredible archangel to ask for help before you go into a negotiation so that you can help in, the best negotiation is a win-win for everybody so that you can negotiate in that win-win with patience and calm. So when it's not necessarily going the way you want to, you don't react. You can sit back calmly, think about it, and with emotional intelligence, kind of respond. And then he can help boost your confidence. As we look at the communications around the seventh house, given that Mercury is popping into the seventh house at the moment, and that's partnerships, and so he can, help you express your needs, especially and your boundaries with your partnerships and particularly with your loved ones. So this is how Archangel Shamuel can help right now. And I have crafted this prayer for Archangel Shamuel to help you with Mercury and Taurus. And if you don't have, if you want to shorten it, the very last sentence is a great short prayer to him. If you just want to wake up in the morning and say, Shamuel, walk with me as I build a life that feels safe, stable, and aligned with my heart's truth. May every word I speak carry the vibration of love, and so it is. Perfect short prayer to send to him for these next couple of weeks when Mercury is in Taurus. Please like this video, so send it off to those who you know. Make sure you are a subscriber. Our subscribers are growing, and the more subscribers we have, the better we show up on YouTube. I have a number of events coming up. You can check the website. I'm going to be adding some podcasts. Some have been recorded and are now out there. Some are being recorded. So lots of things going on this spring. So please check out the website, check out any links and comments. And as always, if you have a comment on the video, please leave them. I do check. Thank you for being with me. And until next time, be at peace. Bye for now.